MRI, CT scans, all those machine that helps you to see that you are fit, to see that everything is working properly in your body. Human body, हम लोगों का जो body है, it's very unpredictable. We don't know how to create it and we don't know how it operates. So most of the work that we do, it's based on prediction. ChatGPT, like OpenAI, is a very helpful tool, and our university is working, how to implement those in the medical field as well. And it's just not our university. There is Duke University in UK. There is Imperial College London. Everyone is working on this. Say a prenatal child, like a very young child. Let's say he or she is around 3 months or 4 months. So in order to do their MRI, in general, when you try to assume what is the amount of blood that is flowing in our brain, we have to inject a contrast agent.
जैसे अभी कोई प्लान कर रहा है कि मुझे बायोमेडिकल में जाना है, तो आप थोड़ा सिंपल वर्ड में, जैसे कोई भी स्टूडेंट बायोलॉजी के बैकग्राउंड से भी नहीं होगा, उसको भी समझ में आएगा, राइट? उनके पेरेंट्स भी जो मतलब इनका एकेडमिक स्ट्रांग नहीं होगा, कोई भी सपोज पुअर फैमिली से भी आ रहे, उनको भी समझ में आएगा एक्चुअली बायोमेडिकल इंजीनियरिंग होता है क्या है. सिंपल विथ रियल लाइफ एप्लीकेशन, इट्स वेरी इजी. ओके, डोंट मेक इट कॉम्प्लेक्स.
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. So अगर like anyone wants to go into biomedical engineering, so the thing is, especially with biomedical engineering in India, people don't understand what that is. It's a very common scenario. When I first opted for biomedical engineering, most of my friends from bachelor's days said why she is going to be a doctor when she studied electronics engineering. It's very confusing. The thing is, biomedical engineering is the engineering of, like for me, is the engineering of devices like MRI, CT scans, all those machine that helps you to see that you are fit, to see that everything is working properly in your body. The designing of this machine is exactly what biomedical engineering is. So in biomedical engineering, either you take the medical data, so the data is provided by the doctors. You don't do anything. As an engineer, you don't do anything. What you do, you take those data and then you do image processing on that, or you do data analysis on that. And from that, if you're a computer science engineer, you can work on that. If you're an electronics engineer, you can work on that. It doesn't have to be that you are from medical background. And if, let's say, a doctor, someone who has taken biology in their 12th, and then he or she wants to pursue biomedical engineering, you can still do it. Especially in the University of Heidelberg, they offer courses like, it's called biomedical engineering. There you can choose to be a radiographer itself, or you can be an ultrasound engineer. So it's engineering itself, but you deal with the machines. It has nothing to do with the patient. Now, if you want, you can definitely work for the patients as well, but it depends entirely on the person and his or her field of interest.
Okay, it's good. तो एक्चुअली उसमें मुझे थोड़ा सा चीज याद आ रहा है, क्योंकि मैंने एक इंटरव्यू किया था, हमारा एक पॉडकास्ट हुआ था, मेरा शायद सेकंड पॉडकास्ट होगा, जो कि वो सेम थिंग उनका था. वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कर रहे थे पॉलिटेक्निक यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टूरिन, इटली में. उसके बाद वो स्टार्ट किए न्यूरोबायोलॉजी. ओके, तो लाइक वो अभी है निमांस में, नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेंटल हेल्थ एंड न्यूरो साइंस, वहां पे अभी साइंटिस्ट है. सो लाइक उनके साथ भी मेरा पॉडकास्ट हुआ था, तो वो भी एक बारे में मुझे बोल रहे थे कि हाउ इट विल हेल्प, लाइक दे आर वर्किंग ऑन अ प्रोजेक्ट व्हिच विल help to predict the like image processing. Like predict means आप ऐसे बोल सकते हैं, सपोज उनके पास बहुत सारे डाटा है, राइट? मतलब ये सारे छोटा सा फेज होने के बाद ये हो सकता है, तो अभी इस फेज में है तो ये शायद इस तरफ जा सकता है, समथिंग कुछ वो काम कर रहे हैं. मैं तो उतना टेक्निकलिटी में शायद आप रिलेट कर पा रहे
हैं. तो ये सारे जो वो बोल रहे थे, ये सारे काम, ये एक कंप्यूटर साइंस बैकग्राउंड के स्टूडेंट का ही काम है, ठीक है? So that's the beauty of biomedical engineering, which I think like everyone can come here and go into this field. But the thing is, if you want to go into this field, आपको कंप्यूटर साइंस के कोडिंग जानना बहुत जरूरी है. उसके अलावा, क्योंकि the thing is, human body, हम लोगों का जो body है, it's very unpredictable. We don't know how to create it and we don't know how it operates. So most of the work that we do, it's based on prediction. कि हम लोग 10 साल के पहले जो डेटा था, तो वो सारे ट्रेन करके देन अल्टीमेटली वी मेक एन एस्टिमेशन कि 5 साल के बाद क्या हो सकता है. इवन आज
Right.
जो कोविड का रेट जो कम है वो अच्छा है, बट कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि 10 साल के बाद कोई और लाइक ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा. हो सकता है, राइट? सो इट्स
Yeah,
ऑलवेज
maybe.
गुड.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to have precautions. So that's why
Yeah.
even, I mean, the technology these days, honestly speaking, it's evolving at a very fast rate, especially after the release of ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT, like OpenAI, is a very helpful tool, and our university is working. I mean, how to implement those in the medical field as well. And it's just not our university. There is Duke University in UK. There is Imperial College London. Everyone is working on this.
Okay.
So, I mean, personally, I think if you want to go for biomedical engineering, my university, I mean, FAU ranks pretty high. I think it's ranked 15 worldwide on biomedical engineering. And the research work here is really state of the art.
Mm-hmm.
So it's helpful. And currently we are working like so in our degree program, you have to do 2 research projects. So something you do with you can do it with the tie-up with the company, any company that you want, or something
Mm-hmm.
you can do a tie-up with the university hospital. So currently I'm working on a project tie-up with the university hospital. And the project is mostly about how so our brain uses oxygen to perform the daily activities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can get all this information using an MRI scan. But in case of a child, let's say a prenatal child, like a very young child, let's say he or she is around 3 months or 4 months. So in order to do their MRI, in general, when you try to assume what is the amount of blood that is flowing in our brain, we have to inject a contrast agent so that we can observe like how it is revolving in the brain and how much oxygen is going where, all that thing. But for kids, like for young babies, you cannot inject that because it's harmful for their body.
Mm-hmm.
So now the university is working what we can do instead of injecting, and if there is any way we can do that just by the MRI, by fMRI, to be
Okay.
exact.
Okay.
So these things are pretty
So
cutting edge.
what I understood, that if you are doing 12th, after
Mm-hmm.
that, if you are studying computer science specifically, BTech in computer science, if
Easier.
there is no such course, bachelor's in biomedical engineering, but if you are planning to do career in specifically biomedical engineering, also you can opt computer science, right? Um,
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
computer science it is the right gateway to enter master's in biomedical engineering, right?
Yep.
It will help the students
It's not just
to.
right. I would also say even if let's say physician, a doctor can also get into biomedical engineering. But for the
Mhm,
doctor, they will have to learn the engineering part. For an
mhm.
engineer, they will have to learn the medical part. You have to learn everything.
Okay, so means you have to collab the things,
You
and
have to collab. That's the point.
if
You
you
have
are
to collab.
planning, then you can do one thing. Maybe you can if you are doing engineering, then hang out with doctors.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the best thing you can do.
it will help you. Otherwise, if you are a doctor, then hang out with engineers.
Engineers. Yep.
That is
I
the
agree
things
on that.
because without any kind of machines or technology, doctor is restricted to so many things because
Yes.
nowadays I can say biomedical engineering is the backbone of the um, like how we can say health innovation, right? Because without
Absolutely.
biomedical
Absolutely.
engineering there is nothing
Yes.
to.
And you know that in the world, so the world
Mhm.
is driven by data, right?
Yeah.
So more than 60% of the world data is medical data. So
Yes.
if you, I'm not sure 100% about the fact. You
Mhm.
can check it on Google, but it's pretty much that the medical data is the major section of the data in this whole world. Like personal, there are various kinds of data, but medical data is the major contribution in the world of data. And to process such data, like every day we are generating new data every day.